Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be my Black Friday haul follow-up video. So it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I shared my Black Friday haul and all the purchases that I had made around Black Friday, Cyber Monday time. I will have that video linked down below. And as always with my hauls, I like to come back after a couple weeks and just review all of the products, let you know what worked out for me, maybe what didn't work out for me, and that sort of thing. So today's video is just going to be a bunch of reviews on the products that I purchased recently. So if you would like to see some of my thoughts on these new items, why don't we go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm gonna go in the same order that I hauled everything in the video. So first up, I hauled a couple items from Colourpop. One here is the All I See Is Magic eyeshadow palette. This is a $20 eyeshadow palette. I was looking at the Colourpop website as I was filming, and it looks like they're having a pretty big sale, and this one was on sale for $14. So I'm not sure when the sale is ending, but I did want to note that in case it'll still be going on when I do post this video. But this is the All I See Is Magic palette. I was super interested when I saw this palette come out. Colourpop is definitely a brand that overwhelms me. I feel like they come out with too much, too fast. It's too overwhelming. But when something catches my attention with Colourpop, I typically don't say no to it. Which luckily, it doesn't happen too often, thankfully. Even though Colourpop is affordable, I still do need to learn how to slow my roll sometimes. But the All I See Is Magic palette, I really like this palette. Something about my videos, maybe you don't know this, but I link all of my makeup details in my description box. There'll be a section that says on me. I list everything from, you know, obviously my foundation, my eyeshadow, my lashes, my nail polish. If I can link my clothes, I will, anything like that. And I know every time, a lot of people do notice that, but there's so many times when I've been wearing this palette in videos and people are like, I had to check to see if you were wearing the All I See Is Magic palette. It looks so good. So I've been doing a lot of different looks with this palette, and I really haven't found a shade in here that I don't like. I haven't used every single one of them, but it has been pretty close. Maybe there's 2, maybe just this one. I think maybe this is the only one that I haven't used, but other than that, when I'm in my review period, I really try my hardest to create as many different looks, using different brushes, different primers, just seeing if there's anything that like maybe doesn't work. And really, this palette is beautiful. I love the shades. I feel like they're very pigmented. They're very easy to work with, and I feel like I can just create a lot. I feel like I'm getting a lot of different color combinations out of this, and I really like this palette. So I would definitely recommend this one. I've been having so much fun using it. I also purchased the No Filter Concealer from Colourpop, and I did mention when I hauled it that this is the wrong shade for me. It's like 3 shades too light for me. I know a lot of people say that this oxidizes on them, so they actually suggest going lighter because it'll turn darker. I didn't really notice that with me. I was hoping it would, because when I put it on, it's like white. So I was like, please oxidize, but I really didn't notice it getting darker, or at least not darker enough to match. So really the only thing that I use this for is I have a couple of concealers that are a little bit too dark for me, so I will mix this in with those concealers, or if I feel like I have really tired, like I don't deal with dark circles a lot, but sometimes if I don't sleep well, as I'm filming today, that would be one of those days, but I can get darkness like on the real like inner corners of my eyes, so I will put a little dot of the concealer in that area and then blend it all together to kind of brighten everything up, but I can't use it as just like a regular concealer like I normally would, because it's way too light and I would look pretty crazy. So I don't feel like I have like the best review on this, because it's hard for me to review a product that I can't really use properly. But from what I can tell, I do like the formula, and if I were to place another order with Colourpop, I think I would go, you know, a couple shades higher and try again, because it seems like a formula that I think that I would like. It seems to be, I don't like really dry concealers, and I didn't notice that this one was very drying, and it seemed to blend out pretty easily, and it blends easily with the other concealers too. So I do want to give this one another shot. I think it's only $6 as well, but I didn't want to order just a $6 product. But like I said, when Colourpop comes out with something that catches my attention, I will order it. So I think I'm just going to kind of wait for that, and then I will try a different concealer shade. But I think it's pretty good, and it is very affordable. So that's what I think about the concealer. I also picked up a lipstick color. This is from the I Love Sarah E collection. It is the shade Arriba. This is an ultra matte lip, which I don't love the Colourpop ultra matte lips. They are pretty drying on the lips, which isn't my favorite, but I don't hate it because I like products that don't transfer, and I like lipsticks that will stay on all night. I just kind of don't like the longevity of them. I don't feel like they last for a very long time, but this was on sale for $4. I think originally it's $6. I got it on sale at $4, which I was like, okay, $4, like you know, even if I only wear this like 4 times, I feel like it's worth my $4. And I've worn it way more than 4 times. I love this red. Like, I love this red. I was wearing it in my Black Friday haul, I'm pretty sure. I had it on there. I've worn it other times. I've actually worn it out. We went out for a birthday party a couple weeks ago, and this is the lip color that I pulled out because I love it so much. And I don't wear red lips out a lot, but I love this color. It is just like this perfect deep red. It dries completely matte, and I love a good matte red lip. I just think it's beautiful. Again, it's not totally my favorite formula, but I do think that it lasts really good on the lips. Like, I put it on when we went out and I didn't touch up at all. It had faded a little bit, but not to the point where like I looked crazy and I only had like red lining my lips or something. So I really do like this one, and it's super affordable, but if you're looking for a really good red lipstick, I love this one. Next up, I had a few items from Ulta, and I believe I used both of these in a like first impression type of video, so I will have that one listed down below. But these 2 items are from Maybelline first. I have the new full coverage, what is this called? It's on the cap, the Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation. This is kind of like a revamped like formula and packaging for Maybelline. When I tried it in that first impression video, I was super excited about it. I was very impressed. I thought it looked really good. The foundation is $11.99 at Ulta. I was excited for it. It had a nice pump. I thought that was good. I did like the color match on me. I got 130 Buff Beige. I thought the color match was pretty good, but one thing that I've realized, because I've been wearing the crap out of this foundation, trying it so much, it does oxidize on me and it turns kind of orangish. I didn't quite realize it until one day I got ready at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and then I came back to film at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, where normally I do my makeup and then film right afterwards. But there had been, you know, that break, and when I got on camera, I was like, what is going on here? Like, what do I look like? And I figured out that over time, like, it takes a while. I don't notice it right away, but it takes a couple hours, and then it starts to kind of turn colors on me and gets a little bit orangish, which I don't love that about this. So I'm kind of bummed, because I really thought I was going to just like absolutely fall in love with this foundation, and it didn't quite happen for me. It is very full coverage. Like, it covers everything. You can tell you're kind of putting on your second skin when you put on this foundation. So the coverage is really nice, and I do think it lasts well throughout the day. It can get a little bit heavy, like if I use just a touch too much, or if I use a brush with this versus the Beauty Blender, I can kind of tell like it does weird things around my mouth. Like, it kind of settles in to the lines and such around my mouth, which I don't love. But I'm not a super full coverage foundation lover. I tend to go more medium to full, so it's just okay for me. I think you would have to be careful about the oxidizing, especially if it turns orange on you. Like, I wouldn't mind if it just turned a little bit darker on me. I guess that wouldn't have bothered me, but it definitely gets orange on me, so not great. I don't know how often I'll keep reaching for this foundation, because I feel like there's others that I like more, and like I know what I'll continue to look like throughout the night. But this product I absolutely fell in love with in the first impression video, and my opinion is still the same. This is the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. I believe it is $7.99. You have a cute little spoolie here on one end, and then you have the product on the other, and it's kind of like this teardrop shape. I was saying that it reminded me a bit of the Benefit Goof Proof pencil because of that teardrop shape, but it's actually like smaller and thinner than the Goof Proof, and I am so impressed with this brow pencil. I have been reaching for it so much. I will most definitely repurchase this when I run out of it, and especially at $7.99, that's not a bad price at all. But I love it. It was so easy to do my brows, like even doing them on camera, which I can kind of struggle with. It was quick, it was easy. I thought they looked so good. I got a lot of compliments on them, and whenever I have this one, I feel like I get a ton of compliments. I just really like this pencil. I picked mine up in the shade 300 Blonde. They didn't have a ton of different colors to choose from, but this one actually worked out really well for me. I didn't think it was too light, but super impressed with this, very happy with it. It's like one of my new staple brow pencils. Again, my hair's looking crazy. I was out last night and it was curled with extensions, so don't mind the hair today. But the final items that I purchased from Ulta were all from Dose of Colors, and I have some different lipsticks here. This is one of their regular lipsticks. I think it's called the Satin Push-Up Lipstick. Is that what it's called? And I got mine in the shade Mocha. I love the packaging. I think it's really gorgeous. This is what it looks like, and I'll do a swatch of it here. So Mocha, kind of like the name would say, it's a really nice, deep, kind of nude brown. I really enjoy this. I got a lot of compliments when I wore it in a previous video. A lot of people were asking me what it was, and I really enjoyed this one. It's the regular lipstick, but it's very creamy and also very pigmented. I didn't have to work on building this up a lot. I like the shape of it. I felt like it was easy to kind of line my lips because I don't typically do a lip liner. It was easy to kind of like line and fill in around my mouth. The shape of this is, the only thing I kind of get worried about is kind of crushing it because you can't actually push it down, so I'm worried that I'm gonna like miss the cap and break it. But so far this has been working really well. If you like more of the, you know, traditional lipstick formula, you're not really a liquid lipstick lover, I would check out these ones from Dose of Colors. I really enjoyed it. I believe these are $17 is what I paid for at Ulta. Like, beautiful packaging, beautiful color. Really enjoyed that one. And I also picked up 3 liquid lipsticks. This came in the Snuggle is Real set, and I picked up the Nude Lip set. It is now sold out at Ulta. If it is still available at Dose of Colors, I will leave it linked down below. It was a holiday exclusive limited edition one, but I know Anna said on Snapchat, the owner of Dose of Colors, that she will be bringing back all of these colors as permanent lipsticks to the line. It just won't be available in that set anymore. So I love the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks, and a lot of people were asking me if I thought that this formula was the same. I guess there are some reviews out there where people are saying the lipsticks in this set are not the same as the regular Dose of Color lipsticks, and I don't see that. I do own quite a few from Dose of Colors of their liquid lipsticks, and I didn't notice any difference with these. So here are the swatches. So the peachy brown is a Let's Cuddle, and then in the middle is Lazy Daisy, and then the last one there is Warm and Fuzzy. So those are the 3 swatches. I've worn all of them. I think I've worn every single one, also in a video as well. I love them. If I had to pick a favorite, I think it's Lazy Daisy. I really like this one, but I also really like Warm and Fuzzy. It's such a beautiful kind of deeper pink, and I liked Let's Cuddle a lot more than I thought I was going to. Kind of like a really light peachy nude on the lips, but I really like it. And again, I thought the formula was the same, so I'm really happy with this set. Yeah, Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks. They were in my top 17 of 2017, my favorite products of 2017. I just love the liquid lipsticks, and I believe these are $18. All right, just a few items left. I did place an order from Sephora. I picked up the Urban Decay Afterglow Highlight Palette. I know a lot of people have been asking me my thoughts on this one. I fell in love with the Urban Decay Single Highlight in Sin in 2017. It was like one of my favorite highlights. So when Urban Decay released this new highlight palette, I got really excited for it and I wanted to try it out. Now this is a $34 highlight palette for the 4 different shades in here, but it is on sale right now at Sephora for $19. $19. So of course I will have everything linked down below. Just if you want this palette, I would say to get it while it's on sale, because $19 for these 4 shades, like, I think that's pretty awesome. So those are some swatches from the palette. Now, I will say that I do like this palette. I didn't quite fall in love with it like I thought I was going to, but they are really nice shades, and Cliché and No Angel, especially these 2 over here, they are really, really stunning. These 2 don't pack quite as much of a punch, but they are also, you know, the more colorful highlights, so I think that's actually okay. Typically when I go in with these, I will place one of them down first, and then I will come and I will top it with Cliché or No Angel, but Cliché and No Angel on their own are also really, really beautiful. So I think it's really nice. I just have to kind of build it up just a little bit more, and I suggest using a bit more of a denser brush with it, like the Sigma F03. Highlights that need just a little bit more oomph, I like to use that F03 brush, and I think when using it, I do still get a really pretty highlight with it. It just wasn't quite, like, I didn't quite fall in love as hard. Maybe I just had too high of expectations for this, but I do still think that they are really nice highlights. But I would say if you are interested in the palette, to get it at the $19, like, I would highly recommend this for $19. I do think that it's really beautiful. $34, you're getting a little bit higher for a highlight palette, even though you do get the 4 shades, but $19, I don't think that you can beat that price, but I do still really like it. I don't think that this would make it into like a favorites video or anything like that, like in my favorites section. But I would put it in like the fine section, how I do my makeup monthly. I thought it was pretty good. I'll still reach for it, and I still do like the shades. Just didn't quite wow me as much as I think I was expecting. Last 2 items I had were again from Colourpop. I had placed another order. So I did pick up the brow pencil. This is the kind of precision brow pencil. I think they have 2 different ones. This is the precision one, and I got mine in the shade Dope Taupe, and it is what I have on my brows today. I really, really, really like this brow pencil, and it's only $5, and I did check, it is for sale right now for $4 on the Colourpop website. Like, that's crazy to me. You have the spoolie on one end, and then the other end, like the only thing that I don't really find myself loving about this one, you can twist it up, but you can't twist it back down. And so sometimes I don't want to twist it too far up knowing I can't twist it down. So I find myself doing my brows and then I have to stop and I have to twist it up. And then I go in some more and then I have to stop and twist it up because I just don't want to twist it too far if I can't push it back down. That's such like a small thing, but it just sometimes it bothers me when I'm doing my brows because I keep having to like pause and readjust and whatnot. But again, for the price, I think that's amazing. I did use this in a video. I will try to find it so I can link it below as well, in like a get ready with me or first impression, and I was super impressed. Like very pigmented, almost to the point where I have to use a pretty light hand because it could be really easy to go overboard with this. But really, I was very impressed with this brow pencil, and especially at either the $4 or the $5. I could see myself repurchasing this for sure because I think that it does a really good job. So very impressed with that. I've always heard really good things about the Colourpop brow products, but I'm here to say I think they're really good. And then the last item I got was the KathleenLights Dream St palette. So KathleenLights did another collaboration with Colourpop, and I decided to pick up the palette. I did notice that this one is $16, and it did not look like this one is for sale on the Colourpop website. So I did want to mention that this will be the $16. Now I used this one in a first impression also, and I was so excited. Like I got so hyped while doing that first impression video. I used the shade, I think this one is called Water Bearer, and then I also used this one right here called Kaleidoscope. I have to use a setting spray with this one, and it was showing up beautifully. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. I created like a mermaid eye, and I was so stoked. And then the very next look that I did, I came in and I used this shimmer shade all over my lid, which I believe is called Sweet Dreams, I think. And it doesn't do anything. It doesn't show up at all. No matter how much setting spray I put on my brush, that shade does nothing. I was like, oh no, what happened here? And I kind of found with this one that it's just a little bit hit or miss. This shade I thought was really pretty too, but the one right next to it didn't quite do as much for me. But I also created a red look the other day, and I used these two shades really here, but this one here, which is called Spark, that I used all over the lid, and I got so many compliments on that one, and that one was just gorgeous. And these lighter shades are really pretty too, but it was a little bit hit or miss for me in the palette, and I think I was just extremely bummed that this one is basically just a dud shadow. It does nothing. I mean, I was like so shocked when I was using it because I was like, how is this possible? It was the very next shimmer shade that I was trying after Kaleidoscope, which was such a bomb shade. I was like, what happened here? How did this shadow get in here? But other than that, the majority of the shades are really nice, and for $16, I'm still very impressed with this palette. I will say I am still very impressed with it. I still think that you can create a lot of different looks with it. It's a little bit more limiting than the All I See Is Magic palette. You get more shades in there, and there's just a little bit more of a selection, but you still get really fun and unique colors in here, I think. But then there are also, you know, still some of the basics like the rose gold up here that you can create a neutral eye look as well, but then you can go in with pops of color. So I still do really like that one, but I just couldn't wait to share that story because I was like, I can't believe that shimmer did absolutely nothing. I was super bummed about that. But overall, for the $16, I still would recommend this palette as well. I still find myself reaching for it a lot. I do think it's really nice, and the Colourpop pressed eyeshadows continue to impress me. I will continue to purchase more palettes from Colourpop because their pressed shadows are really freaking good. Alright guys, after that is going to do it for my Black Friday haul follow-up video. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing the follow-up and seeing how all of these items worked out for me. As a whole, the majority of the products worked out really well for me, which is awesome. But I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing my reviews. I'd love to know, have you purchased any of these items recently? What do you think about them? And like I said, everything will be linked down below. There's a lot of sales going on right now, and then I will also have my original Black Friday haul posted if you have not seen that video yet. But if you guys did enjoy this one and you like the follow-up videos, make sure to give this one a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go. I will not have a video tomorrow. Oh my gosh, tomorrow is 2018. I hope you have a fun and safe New Year's Eve if you are celebrating. I will be taking the day off tomorrow, so there will be no video from me, but other than that, I will catch you guys in 2018. Bye.